Welcome back to the Tuum podcast. I will be your host today. My name is Xya. We would like to acknowledge that we are recording this episode from the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Musqueam people. We recognize that you may be joining us from lands near or far, and we encourage you to learn about the traditional owners and caretakers of those lands. In today's episode, we are going to be diving deep into the Beyond Tomorrow Scholarship Program. It is used to help Black Canadian students transition to UBC through financial support. This scholarship is granted to academically driven students who show interest in joining and contributing to the UBC community. I'm going to take this moment to introduce our guests, Aida and Lena. Would you care to introduce yourselves, please?
Sure. Thank you so much for having us here today. My name is Aida Mwanzia. My pronouns are she and her, and I'm the Program Manager of the UBC Beyond Tomorrow Scholars Program, an award program for Black Canadian students at UBC.
My name is Lena Hart. I'm currently in my second year at UBC. I'm studying music and getting a dual degree in education as well.
Thank you so much for joining us, Aida and Lena. We're going to now dive into the bulk of our episode today. I'm going to start off with asking Aida a bit about your experience, about how you got involved and what led you to be involved in the Beyond Tomorrow program.
Thank you so much for your question, Xya. There are so many factors that contributed to me joining this program a year ago. One of them is my professional background is very much in this space. So for the past 6 years, I've been working in roles related to program development and implementation for youth and young adults, specifically for people who identify as Black, Indigenous, and those who identify as people of color. And many of these opportunities were in the nonprofit sector. So when I heard about the opportunity to work on a program within higher education, I was really excited because there seemed to be an opportunity to create something long-lasting, something that could be a part of the Canadian landscape, not just for a few years, but hopefully for many years. On a personal level, I realized the importance of a program like this, especially after my own undergraduate experience. I realized how important it is to have a cohort, to have people who you can relate to, and to see yourself reflected in many different career paths, all of which students can experience while being a part of the Beyond Tomorrow Scholars Program.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And how long have you been a part of this initiative?
I've been a part of the Beyond Tomorrow Scholars Program for 1 year now. I joined 7 months after it had launched. So it was an exciting time to be a part of this program because quite a bit of groundwork had been laid. Here has been a really exciting time to create new partnerships and nurture existing ones across campus and also with different community organizations as well.
Wonderful. So it is fairly new then.
Yes, it started in September 2021.
Now, following up with that question, how was the initiative formed and what was the driving force?
Absolutely. So the driving force behind creating the UBC Beyond Tomorrow Scholars Program was the vision to graduate the next generation of Black students at UBC. How it aimed to do this is by reducing barriers to students starting their degree and then increasing support while they're here. So through this program, scholars can access renewable awards of up to $80,000 over the course of their undergraduate degree, along with wraparound supports that include dedicated program advisors, access to priority housing throughout their years of their degree on campus, and also programming that's well-rounded and based on our 5 pillars of success: leadership, academic and career, financial well-being, community, and health and well-being.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I'm now going to jump back to our scholarship winner, Lena. So, Lena, how did you hear about the Beyond Tomorrow Scholarship Program?
I was in the first cohort of the scholarship. There were about 15 of us, and back then the scholarship was not yet in full swing. So I applied for the UBC Centennial Award, and later I was emailed and offered to switch over to this new Beyond Tomorrow program for Black students. And then I accepted. I was so excited to get involved in the Black community.
Oh, that must have been very exciting. You were part of that first cohort, so you really got to experience it from the start.
I did. It was so lovely. There were 15 of us, and from then the program has just shot off. There's about, it's doubled, almost tripled since that first year, and we are provided workshops and opportunities to work together and grow together.
Yeah, and then just to kind of expand on that, how do you think this scholarship has helped your journey at UBC?
I come from Kitchener, Ontario, and it's a very diverse community there. So coming to UBC, I was very surprised by how few Black people there are on campus. And this scholarship provided me a community where I could connect with people like myself, as well as the Black Student Union, which hosts events and provides opportunity for Black students on campus.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think I'm going to jump back to you, Ida. Just to kind of expand more, besides the Beyond Tomorrow Scholarship Program, what other initiatives are you involved in or know about regarding the Black UBC students?
Thank you so much for this question. There's a lot of exciting opportunities for Black students at UBC. And one of them that we were most recently involved in is Black student orientation. This usually takes place every year for the past 2 years, around late August, early September, and is an initiative that is open to not just incoming undergraduate students, but also graduate students, students who are taking their PhDs, and is an opportunity for all of those incoming students to come together, connect with other students, faculty, and staff, and get a sneak peek about what UBC is going to be like, make some initial friendships that hopefully will last beyond that event. Other initiatives that I'd like to point listeners towards are the Black Student Union, which is available at the UBC Vancouver campus, the African Caribbean Student Club at UBC Okanagan, which is hosting their annual Legacy Gala, by the way, on March 18th. And we've supported by purchasing tickets for our students to attend, as well as the UBC Black Caucus. They do work across campuses and provide really excellent services, events, just opportunities for staff, faculty, and students to come together, build relationships, and simply come together as a community.
Thank you so much for sharing that. There are so many opportunities. UBC has so much to offer. It's really just about finding those resources. I'd like to ask a follow-up question regarding that. Where do you see this program in the next couple of years?
I love that you're asking this question now in 2023, because in 2 years, we're going to have our first graduation. So we're really excited for scholars like Lena and other students that are in her cohort to graduate and become alumni of the program. And with that, we'll have an alumni network, which we're so excited about. And we hope to continue building and nurturing those relationships with students who have gone through our program and are now off to doing better things.
I'm really excited to hear that. It's going to be so great just kind of seeing this whole community grow, and you'll be able to see that, and Lena will be able to come back and connect with those students. I think that's very, very exciting. And at one point, Lena could even be a mentor. Also, Lena, just speaking on terms of that, what are your plans for post-graduation? What are your aspirations for that?
I hope to become a high school music teacher. Throughout my entire life, my teachers are the people who provided me opportunity. Regarding music, my teacher handed me my first instrument and sponsored me for lessons. And then my teachers encouraged me to audition for programs like this, and I wouldn't be where I am today without them. So I plan to dedicate my life to giving back what I was given.
That is beautiful. I really love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. And one last question for you, Lena, just to follow up. How do you think that this scholarship has helped you transition into your UBC years?
This scholarship provided me an amazing community, resources, and many opportunities. Recently, we did a workshop on resume writing, and we get financial advice. Scholarships run by people who are extremely passionate and care so deeply about each student they help. So transitioning for me from moving across the country, I feel very taken care of and very loved by the people who have helped me.
Thank you so much. And I hope this scholarship continues to do the same for a very, very long time. So at this point of the show, I want to thank you two for joining me today on this episode. I would like to reach out to our listeners and see how they can connect with you and how they can connect with the program as well. So Aida, if you'd like to give out that information, that'd be wonderful.
Listeners can connect with our program team directly by reaching out at beyond.tomorrow@ubc.ca. And someone from our team, either myself or our 2 program advisors, would be happy to respond. If you're wanting to learn more about the program itself or apply to be one of our next Beyond Tomorrow scholars, please check out our website at beyondtomorrow.ubc.ca and submit your application by December 1st.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And once again, thank you for joining me on this episode. I wish you the best of luck, Lena, with your further studies. And thank you so much, Aida. And I hope to see this program grow and flourish as it already is. We're going to be wrapping up right there. So thank you so much.
And thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you again for having us, and we hope to connect again soon.